extension of each other, and you will be able to find lot of similarity, lot of clarity from one subject to getting in. For example, I have divided the geography syllabus and environment ecology syllabus into some major themes, the themes from where the lot of question or the most number of question have been asked. For example, sometimes what we do is we over analyze any question, or sometimes we take it very lightly. Don't do that. So what areas you must pick and you must choose to prepare on, what area you must be very aware of. Now, for an example, I have given this question. Okay, this was asked in 2019. The question is, on 21st June, the sun will be does not set below the horizon at the Arctic Circle 1. You can eliminate. Shines vertically overhead at the Tropic of Capricorn. Khatam. This is not the answer. Shines vertically overhead at noon on the equator. No. Hello, my name is Dr. Kapil. As you know, at Kalam IAS, we have started a program, Prelims short program known as Eklavi program. In this, we are going to discuss previous year questions of prelims examination have been asked by UPSC, and then we will be having our own questions given to you so that you can also judge yourself. But before that, how to approach an answer, how to approach a question, and then how to get to its answer will be discussed in this session. After this program, you will be more confident, you will have more conviction, and the coverage of the syllabus will be such that you will be feeling more confident to go into the examination and crack it. See, for example, this is the program I have been talking about, and I will be taking your two sessions or 2 weeks of your time. In first week, I'll be discussing geography question, previous year questions, and then in the next week, I'll be discussing your environment and ecology question. But coming to the questions of geography and environment, they are both almost extension of each other, and you will be able to find lot of similarity, lot of clarity from one subject to getting into the another. And the questions also have been somewhat very similar to each other. So you can, if the approach is right, you can get to the answers very correctly and in time. You won't be able to, you won't be taking lot of time coming to a right answer. For example, I have divided the geography syllabus and environment ecology syllabus into some major themes, the themes from where the lot of question or the most number of question have been asked, and I have further subdivided those themes into sub themes so that you are able to appreciate the nature of question, the syllabus or the part of syllabus from which those questions are coming in the examination hall. And once you find the theme and sub theme of the questions, you will also be able to know the nature of question. Okay, once you know the nature of question, the similar kind of question you will be able to crack in no time. See, for example, this is the approach and strategy, how you can approach the questions in the examination hall. But before that, what you need to, the prerequisite of it, the things you need in your mind and your hand. The first one is concept. In geography and environment ecology section, you need to be very clear in your mind. You need to be very clear when it comes to concepts. You cannot, dodge one concept and move on to the other. You have to be very clear on one concept so that any questions coming on that topic from conceptual point of view, you are able to do it correctly. Otherwise, if there's a lack of clarity in terms of concept, you will be finding yourself in troubled waters, I would say. So the concept clarity is very much needed in geography and environment ecology. Then there are some facts which are needed. For example, I'll be talking about solstice. So at least you know the dates on which, or the dates around which the solstice happen. For example, 21st June, 22nd September, in December, right? In March as well. There are some dates which you need to know, which you need to remember. And so in environment and ecology as well, you have to remember some facts, right? For example, the number of biosphere reserves, the number of biosphere reserves recognized by the UNESCO, right? Where they are located, the state, the rivers which passes through. These are some facts, and the awareness also. And then comes the most important thing, that is common sense or application of your concept onto the applied part of that concept. Okay. For example, sometimes now what we do is we over analyze any question, or sometimes we take it very lightly. Don't do that. Or sometimes what happens, there's a question, you read it and you find it very difficult. How can I do it? But the question is very simple. The answer of that question is hidden in that question. And if you use your some of the common sense or a bit of your common sense, you will be able to crack it then and there. Okay. And then the current affairs. Current affairs is another part of it, because current affairs make you very equipped when it comes to dealing the questions. Why? Because current affairs is more a part of the application part of it. And if you are aware, because if there's an new initiative by the government or by some international agency, you have to know it. And also, for example, there has been a new initiative in terms of controlling the desertification. At least you know the name of it, the organization which has come out with it, and its objective. Okay. And some key features, if you know. And if you know that, the concept of desertification can be learned from here, and its application can be learned from current affairs. So you will be able to get all this question. See, in geography, what I have done, I have divided geography into some parts. For example, physical geography. Here, lot of question is asked from this section. Okay. And when it comes to physical geography, there are some themes or sub themes I have divided, like the solar systems. The solar system we have, the geomorphology section, lot of question has been asked from this section. Then climatology, then oceanography, and then the climatic regions of the world. Climatic regions of the world. Lot of questions have been asked. If I say I have prepared question on all the sub themes and sub themes, won't you be feeling much confident when it comes to the exact examination? Because you know, from every themes and sub themes you have attempted some question, and you have got the idea about the nature of the question, about the approach of that question. Okay. So you will be very much prepared, very well equipped. For example, if it comes to Indian geography. Okay. Indian geography, you have to know about its physiography or structure. You have to know about its climate. You have to know about its vegetation and soil. Now, if you have done question on these themes and sub themes, you will be more confident, you will have more conviction to attempt a question, and so on. I have divided this question into other facts as well. For example, like Indian mapping. Indian mapping. Here you will get rivers, islands, plateau, or the state boundary as such. Which state covers which state, or which state is adjoining the other states, the rivers, which state it passes through, right? These questions you will be getting in this section. Then comes the world mapping. World mapping. Here again you will get lot of themes and sub themes, like seas, like the areas in news, and also the current affairs, which are both related. For example, if something is going around, or the Ukraine-Russia war has been in news, so what areas you must pick and you must choose to prepare on? What area you must be very aware of? The example, for example, the routes or the straits, Bosporus Straits, Dardanelles Straits. These are some straits which have been in news. Okay, the plateau or the peninsula which has been in news. You have to be very much prepared on those themes as well. Then comes the agriculture. Lot of questions have been asked on the agriculture sections as well, and in this, like good practices of cropping, because question have been asked on this, the crop pattern. Okay, crop pattern, GM crops as such. If you are able to practice question on these themes, you will be more equipped in the examination hall as well. There's another section also known as energy section. Here fossil based, non-fossil based, and also the energy efficiency question. You will be able to do it on these themes as well. When it comes to human geography, here the population, density, minerals, all related to human geography. You will be able to do question on these themes as well. Okay, so if you are, because in prelims examination what happens, if you have covered the syllabus in totality, if you have practiced enough the question of previous years and also the some practice question, you will be very much confident. So the coverage and the confidence, and now comes the conviction. While in the examination hall, you should not be double minded. Should I pick this or should I pick that? Is this the answer or that the answer? Because it's easy to get eliminate two options from the given options. But when it comes to last two options, this needs lot of conviction. And if you have conviction, if you, with the coverage and confidence, I mean after coverage and confidence, if you have conviction enough, then more often than not picking the right answer will be easy. More often than not you will be picking the right answer. Okay, so in environment part as well, what I have done is I have divided them into some themes. Okay, in some themes, like in environment, what I have done is, first is the theory part. In theory part, the basic theory about what? The ecology or biodiversity as such. Then food chain or food web. Lot of questions have been asked on this. The adaptation of the species and the environment, and also the distribution of species, flora, fauna, and so on. So you will be having the theoretical part of it. And when it comes to the application, the second part will be the environmental problems, solutions, the threats like chemical pollutants, and also the hazard or the consequences of these environmental hazards. The questions have been asked on these lines only. If you are able to do all these questions in advance, you will have a clear idea about the approach of the question and how you should approach these questions so that you can get to the answers. I have divided into further themes like international initiatives and also the national initiatives. Here, what is more important, like the questions have been asked on the name of organization, the conferences, summits, the policies, and mission, objective, funding. So these are the areas which I have covered. These are the themes, and under which these are the some themes, and you will get question from every theme and sub theme. Okay, so it will be very profitable to you, so that you have the advanced knowledge on the nature of question and also how to approach. Then comes your protected area, another theme, and lot of questions have been asked on this, and conservation sites. Now here what you will get to know the basic theory of it. Another sub theme into this bigger theme, basic theory. What is the theory or what is the concept behind establishing these conservative parks or conservative sites and protected areas, basic theories. Then you will get to know location of it, climate of these regions, and if there have been the sites, if there have been they are in news, you will be able to know it. That is the current affairs part, the flora, fauna, right? But I would suggest you how to approach these protected areas. While you are reading it, while you are studying it, try to know their location, state and district in which they are, Then if there are some important rivers or mountain or hills in that region, then the most famous or the species, flora and fauna which are in news. Flora and fauna in news. Okay. So these are some approaches if you are able to know these things about the conservative sites. And while I talk about the conservative sites, you must be very much focusing on the biosphere reserves, because they are the biggest conservative sites in India and the most important as well. They include, like, for example, if you're studying any biosphere reserve, also be aware of the national parks inside it, wildlife sanctuaries inside it, and also the tiger reserves or any other reserves which you know in that biosphere reserve, the rivers passing through it, rivers, hills, mountains, flora and fauna as such. So you will be able to, you will be completely or holistically prepared for any question which is coming from these topics. Okay. Then there's another theme I have divided, that is the species. Here you will be attempting question from flora and fauna, the threats, their status, right, and the flora and fauna which have been in news. You will be able to practice all this question, and then you will become more equipped, more confident, and also very holistically prepared. I have been preparing question for you on these themes and sub themes. So dividing this into themes and sub themes give you better insights how the UPSC asks question in the prelims examination and how you should approach it, the nature of the question, and also how to get to an answer. That will be very much you will be learning in this course. Now, for an example, I have given this question. Okay, this was asked in 2019. The question is, on 21st June, the sun will be does not set below the horizon at the Arctic Circle. 1, does not set below the horizon at Antarctic Circle. Okay. C, shines vertically overhead at noon on the equator, shines vertically overhead at the Tropic of Capricorn. See, in this you have to pick a correct answer. Now, on 21st June, this is an information, this is a fact. You must be knowing where will be the sun shining at 21st June. This is the information. But the question has now not asked only the information, but the applied part of it. What will be happening in other areas? For example, if I say this is not given in these sections or in these options, on 21st June, sun will be shining at Tropic of Cancer. Even if you know this, you are not able to find the answers here because this is not given in the options. But if you know, and you know what will be the impact of it when sun is shining or sun is overhead at the Tropic of Cancer, you will be able to get the answer. And further, if you know what will happen when the sun is on at the or sun is overhead at the equator, and what will be the application of it when sun is at the Tropic of Capricorn, even by handling one question, you will be able to cater to 3, 4, 5 kind of question on this topic only. Once you do it on the Tropic of Cancer, you will be able to do any question on the equator or Tropic of Capricorn as well. Okay. See what happens on 21st June. What happens? See, on 21st June, the sun is at Tropic of Cancer, as I suggested here. If sun is overhead at any place, the day will be longer, right? And Tropic of Cancer is in the northern hemisphere. Okay, suppose sun is here. Okay, sun is here. Now, in the options given, you can eliminate shines vertically overhead at the Tropic of Capricorn. Khatam. This is not the answer. Shines vertically overhead at noon on the equator. No, because it is vertical at the Tropic of Cancer. Does not set below the horizon at Antarctic Circle. See, if sun is in the northern hemisphere and Antarctic is in the southern hemisphere, See, if sun is, this is equator, this is tropic of Cancer. If sun is here, then in the Antarctic, I think this will be night, night for months. So does not set below the horizon at Antarctic Circle. No, it has been set, and it has been set for the many months, not only for one day or night. Okay, so this is also not the answer. So it is gone. But does not set below the horizon at the Arctic Circle. How? I'll explain. See, this yellowish part is lightened up or in the lighter color. That means if the sun is at the Tropic of Cancer, the Arctic Circle will be lightened up. Polar day will be there for 6 months of day. Then 24 hours of daylight is here. Why? Because Earth is tilted. Had it been like this, there would have been some part in the day which would have been night in the Arctic Circle. But if it is 24 hours of daylight, why? Because this is tilted, and if sun is here, any part of it will be facing sun at any time. Every part of the Arctic Circle will be facing sun at any point in time of the day. So this is how we get to the answer. That is, Arctic Circle will not face sunset on this day, on 21st June. On 21st June, there will be no night on the Arctic Circle for one day. Okay, simple. And after that, you must be knowing that what happened on 21st June. This is solstice or summer solstice from the northern perspective, of course. Then on the 22nd December, this is Tropic of Capricorn. Sun will be vertically here, that is winter solstice. And on 21st March and also on 23rd September, this is known as equinox. Equinox means when sun is at the equator, when sun is overhead at the equator. Now tell me, if I tell you the location of sun, won't you be able to do justice with the options? Because now you know where the sun will be shining, the lights where it will be reaching to, and also because of the tilting of the earth, what is the condition at the other places of the earth. So only from dealing with this question, 21st June wala question, you will be able to answer every other question which has been asked on these lines. So what you have to understand, the nature of the question, the similarity of concept or the application of concept in other type of questions as well. So you will be able to do it very easily from this course, from this program. So I am very sure at the end of this program, the coverage will be whole, and after attempting so much of previous year question, you will get the taste of UPSC Prelims examination, and this will increase your confidence, and lot of practicing will also increase your conviction at the examination hall. So I think this is a program which is very suitable for the candidates who haven't been able to clear prelims examination as of now, and the first timers, of course, this is for you. So I wish you all the best, and I am hoping to see you in the classes very soon. Thank you.